Hi guys, this is Gadget Man 404 and I'm just taking my Hubsan X4 Desire exploring, or it's also known as the H502E. This is in Derbyshire, and it's round the back end of a little village called Chellaston, or a little town called Chellaston, and this farm is derelict, so that's why I fly over this land and these buildings, because no one lives here anymore. So it's like an abandoned farm. All they do is they store some hay here when they do the fields, and all the gates are all padlocked up and there's no cars here or anything. There's nobody living there. It's just it's like I say, it's abandoned, but they've got the land to store stuff here if they want to, but they never do. Now this quadcopter, the furthest I've flown this quadcopter, I think I did around about 526 meters. I did a video about that was last year, and this is nowhere near the full range of this quadcopter. It's just hovering there at the moment because I'm just leaving it. I like to fly it a little way, then just leave it hovering a little bit, just make sure it's behaving itself before I continue to push on. Now in a few seconds or 30 seconds you'll see what happens. Now I'm just pushing forward. I don't turn the quad or anything, I just literally go forward when I'm out this way. And the same thing happened to me last year, so I'm guessing at some point, which you'll see shortly, I'm getting just watch it, it's gonna bobble, there you go. Now and then it turns itself. Now I'm not doing this, but it doesn't come back, it's not returning to home, it just turns to face me. So then you've got full control over the quad, so then you can, turn it back to the position you was in and you can push forward. Now the sun was right in front of me and right in front of the quad, so that's why it's really bright, sort of white out. I've tried to adjust the colour to try and get that out, but I can't. I was only about 40 meters high, and at the furthest point I think I hit about 335 meters. Now I've gone 526 meters or 24 meters in the past. The only reason I'm coming back is the batteries I've got, 610 milliamp hour batteries, 2S. They go, as soon as you take off, it'll go from fully strength to say 3, and not long after, 20 seconds after that, 30 seconds, it goes to 2, then it'll flash on 1 at around about 2.5, 3 minutes, and then it goes to nothing. So at the moment I'm flying 330 odd meters. According to my monitor, is telling me I have no battery life left on the quadcopter. The one good thing about the Hubsan Desire, the X4 Desire, is it has telemetry. It tells you the voltage, or it doesn't tell you the voltage, it shows you like icons of the battery of the quadcopter, as well as the battery life of the transmitter. It also tells you how many satellites you've got, and so on and so on, and icons flash when you take a photo and when you take a video, etc, etc. Now I don't know why it keeps turning, but it's done it before. This isn't the first time. Watch my same sort of video in roughly the same area, but I took off from across that island and to the right where the last bit of concrete is, or a little bit of tarmac. That's where I flew from last time, but I got the same result. I hit 350, 400 meters, and it kept turning round to face me, so I ended up coming back. The only reason I did a return to home this time is solely because battery. So I'm trying to get some 1000 milliamp hour batteries. I had a 860 milliamp 2S battery, and I've lost it. I can't find it anywhere, so I don't know where that's gone. But and a guy was doing road sweeping and he was watching me flying, etc. So he found it interesting. He come over later in the video and he was talking to me. But a real cool quad. I wish it had brush brushless motors, but you know, it hasn't. So other than that, what more can I say? Gadget Man 404 out.